Okay, it should be working. Supposedly 6 viewers are here. That might include me. I never know how that works. My lighting sucks, sorry. I wonder if I should... Hang on one second. Hi, Jackie. Let me try something really quick. That's a little better. Now you can see me a little too well. Oh, hi Special Iron, hi Bluntosaur. Let me turn one of these other lights off. Hi Kurasasora I'm just trying to figure out my lighting here. I actually I have a clamp light up here, which is what I was using when I filmed my vlog a while back, and I eventually just bought a lamp to put next to my desk, and I thought that would work as well as the clamp light, but I still have to use the clamp light. So, hi Lotus Prince. Hi Hellish Hero. I know, it's been ages, huh? Hi, Antoine. Hi, Lord of the Black Moon. Yeah, I'm. It'd be pretty bad if I wasn't doing better after like 5 months, I think it's been since my accident. Karasu, that works. Hi, Jay. Hi, Punk. Hi, Special Iron. Hi, Madam Glitch. Wow. Chat's so active all of a sudden. Am I familiar with the horror Bishoujo line from Koto No, I'm not. Hi, Cecilia. Jason, Shiva's a glow wrestler. Hey, Chaos D1. Yeah, it worked. Thank you. I felt dumb that I didn't notice that before. I was saying on Twitter that I wasn't sure where to put the YouTube or the streaming key in Streamlabs OBS. Because I haven't streamed in so long, and I think maybe the interface changed a little bit, or maybe it's just been a really long time. I'm not sure which. Yeah, part of the reason I put off streaming for a while is because I didn't know what to stream. Like, I don't have a video game system hooked up to my computer yet, and well, Shiva is also a Mortal Kombat 3 character. She just looked like a glow wrestler in the movie. Oh, hi, Timmer. I missed you guys too. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I wanted to stream some video games, but I wasn't able to hook a video game system up to my computer yet. This is kind of a new setup in case you didn't notice. I'm downstairs now. What was I gonna say? Yeah, there was that, and then there was like I thought about doing some Abadox art, but I didn't get around to working on that either. So I just wasn't sure what to stream for a long time. Then I thought, well, I'll just do a chat stream. I need some background music though. It's a little too quiet in here. I'm guessing it's less hot in the Bay Area than it is in Sacramento. Yeah, well, last time I did a chat stream, it worked out pretty well, so. Yeah, that was fun ripping apart Mortal Kombat Annihilation. You wish I could talk about Silent Hill forever. Man, if I wasn't so burned out on Silent Hill and so tired of the fandom and Konami was actually making more Silent Hill games, I would probably still be talking about it. Oh no, yeah, when I was coloring my hair, I was always worried about curling it. My old movie reviews have been pretty therapeutic during this corona shit. Well, that's good to know. Well, I know the Silent Hill fandom used to really love the first movie, but it seems like not too many people really defend it anymore. I think people just kind of gradually realized it wasn't really that good. That seems to be the case. Thanks, Zlatko. Yeah, maybe someday I'll get around to doing another Hellraiser movie. It's been hard getting back in the swing of doing videos. I did just finish one that's going to go up. It's available for patrons to watch right now, but it's going to go public next Friday. So I'm finally having another video. It's Red Dwarf, Gunmen of the Apocalypse versus Fistful of Datas. So and those kinds of videos used to take me only a couple days to do. That one took me like 2 weeks. I just procrastinated so much on it. Hopefully the next time I do a video, I'll probably take a little time off from trying to do a video, but hopefully the next time I do one, it'll go a little more smoothly. Replaying Silent Hill 4. That's always an adventure. I never did play Doki Doki Literature Club. Someone recommended it to me, and I've been trying to avoid getting spoiled on it, although I've kind of been slightly spoiled on the fact that the mood of it kind of changes, basically. Let me find something to listen to here. Add directory. What should we listen to? I usually go with echo music, I guess. I think that'd be a good... There's also Undertale. I don't know if I've ever used the Undertale soundtrack for background noise for streaming. I'm getting behind on the chat. Damn, you guys are... Have I heard about a new game called Medium? It's going to be a psychological horror game in the same vein as Silent Hill. I have not heard about that, but that's interesting. Yeah, I know about the Dead by Daylight thing. Not really interested in playing it because I don't like. I'm not interested in online multiplayer games. But it's neat that it's still neat that they did it. Oh, you liked my review of Army of Darkness? I don't really like my Evil Dead reviews that much in retrospect. I feel like I think I rushed them a little too much. I think they maybe could have been better. Oh, I actually said your name correctly. That's funny. I wasn't sure if I was or not. So what's everyone going to be playing on Halloween? You know, I hadn't thought about playing any games on Halloween, but I could. Normally I go to my mom's house on Halloween, but since I'm trying to make sure I don't inadvertently give her COVID, I'm having to avoid her. Hang on, I'm gonna sneeze, I think. Nope, the sneeze went away. Hate when that happens. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna try to gonna try to find some music. See, I don't know what I'm in the mood for, that's the thing. I think I'll save the Abadox stuff for when I go back to doing Abadox art, which I hope to do at some point. I haven't had too much of an urge to work on it lately, but how do I get this thing to access? It's only going to my desktop. What's up with that? Let me try that again. Add directory. Oh, this PC. There we go. I didn't even think about background music. I'm so unprepared. Excuse me. Now my computer wants to lock up. There we go. Okay, Echo the Dolphin. Music. And I will also add Echo the Tides of Time. There we go. Finally some music. Let me know if this is too loud. Okay, where was I? Trying to get caught up on the chat. Oh yeah, so what's everyone going to be playing for Halloween? Yeah, I probably am going to be spending Halloween at home, so I hadn't thought of playing any games, but that's a thought. Probably just going to watch movies. Ghostbusters, the video game. Yeah, Lee and I were just talking about that the other day, that we never... I guess because it's on Switch now, and we have a Switch now. Promised Land review when? I don't know. I was saying earlier that I'm having a hard time getting back into the swing of making videos, but that is hopefully going to be my next one. I don't know how long it's going to take me. Turn that down a bit, it's a little loud. Oh, I got you into Hellseeker, that's cool. Yeah, I thought Hellseeker was pretty good, honestly. Oh yeah, Phasmophobia, I've heard about that. Yeah, I actually hadn't seen Fistful of Datas in a long time, or maybe, I don't know, I hadn't seen that one very many times, and then I went back and watched it, and it was so much better than I was expecting it to be. And yeah, Gunmen of the Apocalypse is probably my favorite Red Dwarf episode, if forced to pick one. Silent Hill 4 is on GOG now, I think I heard that. Echo is a pretty chill soundtrack. Yeah, exactly. Figured it'd be good for this. Oh, you should definitely play Undertale Special Iron. It's like one of the... I was gonna say it's one of the best games ever made. That's probably a exaggeration, but it's definitely a really good indie game. Might be one of the best indie games. That might be fair. Yeah, Yeah, who knows if I'm ever even going to get around to playing Doki Doki Literature Club, but I did try to avoid spoilers. Like, I don't know everything that happens. I just, like I said, I know that the tone changes. Trying to be vague so as not to spoil it for anyone else. How are Lee and the kitties doing? Pretty good. The kitties are always doing well. They're spoiled rotten. I think you can... Yeah, I believe Tara's back here. I don't know where Soul is. He's probably upstairs. Oh, you like my monsters vlogs? Yeah, I liked doing those. I don't know if I'll ever get back to them. I'm at a point where, like, yeah, I have all the time in the world to make videos right now, but I know I'm gonna have to go back to work at some point, so I'm worried about, like, I don't want to, like, promise that I'm gonna start making tons of videos. Especially since getting back into making videos was harder than I thought it was gonna be. Few things more annoying than a sneeze that builds up and then disappears. Yep. I literally pulled a tissue out of the box and then it was gone by the time I had it in my hand. Yeah, that's Tara in the background. I'm still behind on the chat here. Do I enjoy the newer Resident Evil games? I haven't actually played them, but they look really good. I've mostly just seen Markiplier play them. Even if I don't see my mother in person, I should call her up and say the keys. Halloween reference. Yeah, I should do that. The keys. The keys. Yeah, I've mostly got horror stuff and then suddenly My Little Pony videos pop up. Yeah, I was definitely in a pony phase for a while. Oh, thanks, Special Iron. Yeah, it's a bummer not being able to see my mom. I haven't seen any of my family members since Christmas due to COVID. I mentioned that in the, what do you call it? The Discord server. No, that's bullshit. COVID is definitely a thing, and it's not political BS. But I don't want to get into that debate. Hi, Nitro G. Yeah, Data and Drag was definitely like the best thing about Fistful of Datas. I was gonna say, is Bayonetta a horror game? I didn't think it was. Yeah, I know what you mean though. It's like mystical. Probably. I haven't actually played Bayonetta. Why would you want to listen to Pyramid Head moaning on loop? Hi, Spook Show. Oh yeah, I keep meaning to buy Resident Evil 7. I don't remember how much it is on Steam right now, but... Sorry, I'm just scratching my nose. I'm not picking it. Are there any plans to review it, Chapter 2? I mean, probably at some point, I just don't know when. Like, I keep saying I don't know when my next videos are going to be. I was kind of disappointed in it, Chapter 2, so I'm not really looking forward too much to talking about it. Personal plans for Halloween, I think I already covered that. I'm basically going to stay home and watch horror movies and eat junk food and basically the same thing stuff I normally do at my mom's house. I just won't be going to my mom's house. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Didn't, like, Linkara do a video on that game? Okay, I've already talked about Promised Land. I'm not going to answer any more questions about that. Some of these may have been posted before I said that, so... Yeah, it's funny because when I was stuck downstairs on the couch, I was so, like, frustrated that I couldn't do any video editing or anything. And now that I have a desk, I, like, can't get myself to do editing, even though I'm totally capable now. Have I seen the trailer for the game Dark Pictures Anthology Little Hope? I have not. You have to get the unofficial patch to get the actual ending. That's weird. Hi, Sheepish Wolfie. Oh, Horror Bishoujo is a collection of figures of classic horror movie characters redrawn as sexy anime girls. I don't know about that. I guess I would look at it, but... a little tired of anime girls. Hi, Ashtray. I'm healing pretty well. I'm able to walk now. My ankle is still, like, kind of swollen and sore. So... I have, my disability is going to last until, like, the beginning of December, so I'm probably going to have to get a job by then. I'm trying to find a job where I can work at home. Fortunately, more companies are doing that with COVID. So I've been applying to jobs here and there, but haven't really... nothing's come of it yet. But anyway, yeah, as far as healing, I'm doing pretty well. I'm going to, what do you call it? I'm so brain dead right now. Physical therapy. I'm going to physical therapy once a week, so. Bayonetta's a giant love letter to Sega? Sorry to hear your dad... I take it you're saying your dad had COVID, Mal? That must have been rough. Yeah, if you don't remember Data and Drag, you definitely have not seen that one, because you would remember that. Honestly, Data and Drag was like the only thing I remembered about that episode. I was expecting it to be like really cheesy and not that good, but it was actually pretty funny. I mean, it wasn't just funny, it was a good episode overall. A fistful of datas, that is. Your dog had her period. I guess I've heard that animals can do that, but I've never... That's interesting. It Chapter 2 was way too long and lame. Yeah, I hated to admit it because I wanted to like it so badly. And I convinced myself that I was enjoying it while I watched it, but it was that kind of experience where, like, the more I thought about it later, the more I realized, no, I really didn't like this movie very much. Have I heard of the PS2 game? Oh, I gotta, where's my... Oh, I didn't see... Wait a second. Oh, I'm what you call your last hope. Thank you for the bits. It's weird that people are able to give me bits when I'm on YouTube. I'm absolutely a fan of your work, especially the Silent Hill ones. Thank you for being awesome. Well, thank you. Yeah, I've played a little bit of Rule of Rose. It's not very good. I keep meaning to give it another chance someday. It's one of those cult classics, but I just didn't like it. Resident Evil 7 is about $35 on Steam right now. Yeah, see, that's a little too pricey for me. I don't think I want to pay that much for a game. Yeah, Chapter 2 was a letdown, unfortunately. I have not watched Haunting of Hill House or The Haunting of Bly Manor. Keep seeing them pop up on Netflix, though. I'm a little bit curious. Yeah, it would be interesting to compare It Chapter 2 to the miniseries. That was half the fun of the Chapter 1, was just like comparing and contrasting it to the miniseries. Rule of Rose is a slog to play but has a brilliant story. That kind of goes with what I've heard and experienced. Have I heard of or watched Repo the Genetic Opera? No, I have not. I've already talked about how I want to make more videos. I just don't really have the drive too much of a drive to do it right now, so I don't know when anything is coming out. I would like to continue talking about Nightmare on Elm Street movies, though. Yes, I have a Discord server. Let's see. I should probably link to it. Where is it? If I can even remember how to link to it. Where to get the link from, etc. Oh, invite people. There we go. Or send a server invite link. Here we go. Okay, here's the link to the Discord server. It doesn't get a whole lot of, there aren't a whole lot of people in it, but there are like a handful of people who chat with each other a lot, and it's a nice environment. Where was I? I was gonna open that back up. Okay. At least Annie Wilkes doesn't nurse you, yeah. Boy, it's a good thing that I didn't try to watch Misery right after my accident. That would have been rough. There are certain things I had trouble looking at, like seeing on TV. Didn't like trigger me per se, but it made me kind of uncomfortable. Like anytime like a car crash was shown, I couldn't look at that, and like seeing broken limbs and stuff like that also bothered me more than it used to. I think I'm over it now, though. I actually watched what's it called? Actually, Eli Roth's History of Horror series is back on, and I saw an episode where they talked about Misery and they showed the ankle being broken, and it didn't bother me, so I guess I'm better now. It Chapter 2 is one of the most brilliant horror comedies made in a long, long time. I almost read that as brilliant comedies. I thought that was sort of a knock at it. I do have to pay for therapy. It's just like a $30 copay every time, though. Any opinions on Star Trek Picard? It was kind of hit or miss, but I generally liked it. I know it was interesting seeing the internet's reaction to it, because when the first couple episodes came on, people seemed to really like it, and then everyone seemed to hate it by the end, but I don't know, I liked it. Looking forward to season 2. That episode is crazy, but actually really heartwarming. Do you mean Fistful of Datas? If so, I agree. Worf was a good dad in that episode, which is nice. Oh, you were gonna go to an anime con, but it got canceled. That's a bummer. Yeah, pretty much all conventions have been canceled. Hi, Absolute MMA. Yeah, it's been a while. Am I a fan of the Mummy films with Brendan Fraser? I actually have not... Let me think. How many were there? Were there more than 2? I remember seeing the first one and liking it at the time, but I haven't seen it in ages. And the second one... Same goes for the second one, actually. I don't even remember that one too well, other than the bad CGI with The Rock. Hi, Thomas. Data and drag makes me think of the Red Dwarf crew wearing those red and white gingham dresses. It's about as funny. It Chapter 2 would have been great if it was edited down. Yeah, that was one of the issues with It Chapter 2. It just ran too long, and the scenes could have been cut down a bit. What do I think about the upcoming Red Dwarf? I haven't heard anything about any Red Dwarf since Promised Land. I've not played Shadow Hearts. I know of it, but... Did I see the AVGN episode of Echo? I did. It was funny. I was a little disappointed that he didn't check out the later levels, because I would love to have seen his reaction to the Vortex Queen, for example, but... Oh well. It is what it is. It was still entertaining. Oh yeah, I've heard that Resident Evil 2 Remake is better than Resident Evil 3. Hi, Hershey. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, it's a bummer. I have not seen any Dario Argento movies, I don't think. I should watch Suspiria. I'm curious about that one. I know it inspired some of the Silent Hill games. Take things at my own pace, yeah. That's what I'm doing, pretty much. I've heard about Beastars. It sounds interesting. Wonder if My Little Pony Discord has a Discord. I have seen Promised Land, yeah, even though I haven't made a video about it yet. I did see it. I generally liked it. I don't want to say too much, because obviously I plan to make a video on it at some point, but... Hi, Chibi. Oh, 2 people have joined the Discord. Cool. I'm not really keeping an eye on it at the moment. I had some issues with Discord, I couldn't sign into it or something. It kept giving me a error message, so I uninstalled it and tried to reinstall it, and then I couldn't reinstall it. So I'm having to use Discord on a window. You know, like through the internet. I mean, I'm being stupid. A browser. Having to do it with a browser. Yeah, MagFest was canceled too. Not that I've been to MagFest in years, but... I thought I remembered that there were 3 Mummy movies. I wasn't sure, though. I knew for sure there was 2. First 2 Star Trek, The Next Generation seasons were so weak and corny. Yeah, I think I like them more than other fans do. I find them watchable, but yeah... The show definitely gets better in season 3. Excuse me. I have not watched the Pet Sematary remake. I did see Jenny Fear's video about it, though. So I have an idea of what it's like. Looks pretty bad. Does Red Dwarf have an episode guidebook? I actually don't know. Probably? I want to say I've seen something like that before, but I assume you mean like a physical book. Yetis showed up in the Mummy 3. That's interesting. Yeah, Tara's still back here. Mummy 3 was better than the Tom Cruise Mummy. I haven't seen that either. Guess I'm a little curious about it. I've heard almost exclusively bad things about it, though. I am still behind on this chat. Good lord. Dario Argento is overrated, huh? Interesting. Suspiria isn't terribly Silent Hill-like, but it's a solid movie. Gorgeous colors and amazing soundtrack. Yeah, I think I heard something like it was the last movie made using Technicolor or something. I can't remember which Silent Hill game it supposedly inspired. I want to say Downpour, but I'm not sure. I earned some hipster cred points by doing Echo first. Couple of moments in the movie that Clock Tower clearly alludes to. That's cool. Oh, so okay, so it did inspire the first Clock Tower game. That's cool. Do I have a favorite author or book? Well, my favorite author is easily Stephen King. Favorite book, though? Honestly, I haven't read anything in so long, it's hard to remember. When I first played Echo, I was like, cool, a chill golf dolphin game. Hold on, what the holy hell is that? That's Echo in a nutshell, man. I have not seen Megan is Missing, but I did see Your Movie Sucks' video on it, so... Yeah, it is pretty bad. Or, I mean, from what I saw. I have not seen the Suspiria remake. I have heard that it's surprisingly good, though. Any thoughts on Linkara's Silent Hill videos? I don't know, I liked them. I mean, I'm a fan of Linkara. I don't think he's done any videos that I disliked. Aw, Special Iron isn't the new guy anymore. Don't worry, I'm sure the people chatting on it right now will eventually disappear like everyone else. And you'll go back to being the newest guy who is on there regularly. 5 frames per second videos. My cat art is my server pick. Yeah, that's the background on the monitor that we use as a TV. Well, most Oscar bait movies aren't even that good anyway. They just hit certain notes that the people who make the choices like. Did Boots to Reboots do Pet Sematary? I wonder if I skipped that because I was planning on watching the remake first. And then I ended up watching somebody else's video on it. I'll have to go back and watch that. Tara's knocked the fuck out. Yeah. She is really sleeping a lot right now. Usually at some point she'll come up here and bug me while I'm streaming, but she's not doing it so far. Red Dwarf guidebook that only goes up to season 6 because it's old. Sounds about right. Rather watch the Mummy movie than the Pet Sematary remake. I've heard some people did like the Tom Cruise one. Or at least they liked some things about it or whatever. Google Pics called Cat in a Plastic Box. Sounds like Maru. I don't know if anyone here follows Maru, but the channel is called Mugu Mogu, and it's Maru is a big fat Scottish fold, and he's always like, it always shows him like climbing into boxes that he's too small to fit in, but he manages to fit anyway. Dario Gento is very vague and artsy. Okay. Yeah, sounds like the kind of thing that's not for everybody. I forgot there was a Mummy cartoon. Oh yeah, the Dark Tower books. Those were mostly good. I didn't really like how that series ended, but... Did I read Stephen King's The Girl or Girl Alone in the Woods? I have not. You're not talking about The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon, are you? Because I did read that one. And it was pretty good. You wanted the cat alarm clock? I don't know if I want cat waking me up in the morning. Last book you read was 20,000 Leagues. I'm seriously trying to remember what book I read last. That was fiction anyway. I know I was trying to read the Vampire Hunter D novels. I think I got up to like this. I was like partway through the second, and for whatever reason I stopped reading it. I never got back to it. Definitely takes a long time to get through the Dark Tower series, especially if you started reading it while they were still coming out. You used to like come out with a new one every few years. Or like several years. I don't remember. I've never read any Lovecraft. I'm not much of a reader, as I've said. Have I seen the animated horror flick Monster House? I have not. Using emojis freezes up your computer. That's funny. I know Lee has some version of Mario Kart. On, what's it called? Switch. Oh, there's a Madu fan on here. Cool. I think I remember that episode of Golden Girls. That was great. A couple of Madu fans. Cool. Running out of water. Someone did post a Mugu video on the server at one point. Yeah, it was probably me. Did I hear about the whole J.K. Rowling Twitter thing? Yeah, kind of hard not to. Fortunately, I wasn't a huge Harry Potter fan anyway, but I probably won't be watching the rest of the movies now. I think I got about halfway through the series. Yeah, I don't want to say anything about the Dark Tower ending in case anyone here hasn't read it, but yeah, it was just, that book took a weird turn about halfway through, and I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, I don't remember why I ended up reading The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. I think I just saw it at the store one day, and I was like, you know, I've heard of this book, but I'm pretty sure I never read it, and I just grabbed it. And I ended up reading it at some point. Oh yeah, I did mention Dark Tower book in my Batman Returns video. I forgot all about that. Excuse me. All kitties are best kitty. J.K. Rowling is a 7 out of 10 author with some garbage opinions. Yeah, sounds about right. God, it's so hard keeping up with the chat. I think I'm almost up to date with it, but it's hard to tell. Because every time I think I'm almost caught up, it refreshes. I never did read The Talisman. Oh, it has a Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon has a different title in other countries. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Yeah, it's definitely a good example of a book that probably wouldn't make a good movie. Hashtag J.K. Rowling did nothing wrong. I hope that's a joke. Or sarcasm or whatever. 4 years between The Wastelands and Wizard of Glass, and then 6 years between that and the last 3 nights. Yeah, that sounds right. I remember there were some really big, like, gaps in there. And when I started reading the Dark Tower books, I think only the first 3 had come out. So, like, I think The Wastelands hadn't even come out when I started reading them. So, yeah, I definitely had to wait a while to get to some of them. 2020 might be the single worst year for movies. Well, yeah. Hardly any of them are coming out. They keep postponing them, hoping they can wait until theaters open. Yeah, Blame the Mono is an interesting character. I have not seen Sword Art Online. I think Lee really liked the first season, and then after that it jumped the shark, according to him. He didn't like the second season, and he didn't bother with third. Imagine reading them in the early 80s and having to wait another 2 decades for them to be completed. Yeah. It was rough reading the Dark Tower books when they were new. As they were coming out, rather. Most episodes of Monsters would have been shot with a shotgun. God, I forgot about Ghostbusters Afterlife. That's another one of those that they postponed, I guess. Or if they even finished it? I don't know. Yeah, I know. J.K. Rowling was really shooting herself in the foot. Like, she just would not shut up about her transphobic bullshit. It's like, just shut up about it. Like, people would probably stop caring after a bit if she did. Oh well. She showed her true colors and we know who she is now, so... she did us a favor, I guess. Or something. I cannot think of any other point-and-click adventure games I've tried playing aside from No Mouth. I did try playing the first Clock Tower, but I think I had trouble with it. I think it was because I was playing it on an emulator. And like it didn't work very well with the keyboard. I didn't have a controller at the time. I've heard rumors about a Buffy reboot. I don't know if it's very concrete or not. Did I ever play Kuon on PS2? I have not. I guess it must be a rare game. Yeah, imagine a Stephen King book taking a weird turn. No, but if the thing about the Dark Tower books is I don't know, is this too much of a spoiler? About halfway through the last book, it gets kind of like fourth wall breaking. Or meta. Meta is a better way to put it. And I don't know. There was nothing like that through the whole series, and then towards the end it gets meta out of nowhere. And I was like, I thought he handled it better than I would have expected if someone had told me that ahead of time, but I don't know. Thanks, C-Zone. Glad you liked my Game Den videos and I got you into Silent Hill. I like hearing I got people into Silent Hill. That's always cool. Yes, we're very impressed that you're here at 1 a.m., Timmer. Sorry, I have to go to the bathroom and I'm out of water, so I'll be back in a sec, and I'm gonna be really behind on the chat by then, but oh well. Okay, back with more water. Yeah, well, if you already paid for the books, then yeah. There's no point in not reading them if you want to. Just for me, it just kind of, the whole series kind of puts a bad taste in my mouth now. Twitter is a cesspool with increasingly psychotic people. Yeah. I don't remember any inconsistencies in the Dark Tower books. Hi, Sarah. Salem's Lot is one of those books I never quite got around to reading. Twilight books keep getting made because they make money for some weird reason. Do I have a film or a Game Den video I wish I could remake? Definitely I wish I had handled the Evil Dead movies a little differently. I think I made a mistake in trying to cover them all at once. I basically did a single 3-part film den where I covered all 3 movies. Do I have a Game Den video I wish I could remake? I can't think of any. I've never really been on Reddit. I've followed links to it. From what I've heard, Reddit can be pretty toxic too. The talisman fits into the Dark Tower universe. I feel like all Stephen King books take place in the same universe. So the girl who loved Tom Gordon in Germany is called the girl, and Misery is called she. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm at the stupid chat. Refreshed. There we go. Whoops, my thing turned off. Get back on. I should have this open in the background. There we go. I really need to get Shudder. I keep meaning to get it. As I recall, it doesn't cost very much. I just keep forgetting about it. I can kind of afford to get things like that now. You imagine Blaine the Mono sounding like the robot from Lost in Space. That's interesting. I want to say I imagined him sounding like Jack Nicholson, but I have no idea why. I did watch the Castlevania Netflix series. Wasn't crazy about the final episode, but up until then, I thought it was pretty good. Do I watch any anime? I love JoJo. Although season 5 of JoJo was a little hit or miss for me. Yeah, I don't really watch that much anime. Actually, Lee does have me watching Hunter x Hunter right now, and that's pretty good. The budget for the new Mulan movie was $200 million, and the movie only made $69 million. Yeah, sounds about right. A lot of people were really excited for Mulan. I wasn't, because I'm just sick of remakes. What did J.K. Rowling said? She's basically always going on about how like trans women are confused gay men or something to that effect, and they attack women in bathrooms, all that. Just typical TERF bullshit. And she would not shut up about it. She just kept fucking talking about it. She's a major TERF. I don't want to get into it too much because it just kind of makes me mad, the whole thing. Like, the bitch is a fucking millionaire who literally lives in the castle, and she has nothing better to do than to, like, fucking abuse trans people. Like, what the hell is her problem? Anyway, I don't want to talk about J.K. Rowling anymore. I'm gonna ignore anything else in the chat about it. First Clock Tower is the one game that made you yell at the screen. Run, you idiot. I said I didn't know what her problem was. I guess it might be the pandemic. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say. Of course, I'm way behind on this, so I have no idea what other people have said about it yet. Batman the Telltale series. I didn't know that was a thing. Buffy reboot sounds like an awful idea considering how amazing the original show is. Yeah, that's my thought. No Mouth, you kept getting stuck on a part in Nimdok's level. I'm trying to think. There was one bit that I never could get past. I think it was in the final level. I think when you're playing as Benny in the final level, there's something you're supposed to do, and I could never figure out how to do it right. Yeah, I definitely had to use FAQs and walkthroughs and shit for No Mouth, because that game's hard to beat. It's hard to get a perfect score, at least. Well, yeah, Jennifer from Clock Tower is modeled after Jennifer Connelly. I don't remember where I heard that, but yeah. The last Dark Tower books were different. That's a good way of putting it. Stephen N. King had a female counterpart named Stephanie Queen that made romance. That sounds like a romance novelist, too. I'm imagining the name in that cursive writing. Oh yeah, there was a second Buffy game where you could play as the dummy. I'd forgotten about that. I think I had the first game and I played it a little. I think I remember it being pretty good, but... I'm up to the point where I was away from the computer now. I really liked the first Clock Tower game that was on PlayStation. That one was really good. I got behind the chat again because it... refreshed again. There we go. Oh, did Tara wake up at some point? She appears to be asleep again. Oh yeah, the second Dark Tower game that was on PlayStation was really bad. I tried playing that one. Hey, Wesker. I mean, screamers are jump scares, right? But I guess not all jump scares are screamers, but all screamers are jump scares. So jump scares in general, I don't know, screamers are the worst, I guess. Yeah, that's something that a kid doesn't necessarily need to know about regarding J.K. Rowling. I've never watched American Horror Story. It's one of those shows I've had saved on Netflix forever, and I just still haven't gotten around to watching it. Reddit is filled with a bunch of asshole neckbeards who think they are smarter than you, so it's just like the rest of the internet. Yeah, I plan on reviewing the next Hellraiser movies at some point. I'm having a hard time getting back into the swing of making videos. I have never read Dean Koontz, actually. My parents used to read him. I never got around to reading any of his books. "4chan is the best site on the internet." Okay, I'm pretty sure Lord of the Black Moon is just... everything he says is sarcasm. I do not play Elder Scrolls games. Lee was playing Skyrim for a while. What we need in these shitty times is a new Silent Hill game. I know, right? That would make things a little better. I'm not sure what Primal is. I have not seen it. Damn it, stupid chat refreshed again. There we go. Excuse me. I've yet to do Inktober. Favorite Disney movie? Like, if I have to pick a single one, probably The Lion King, but I also really like Aladdin. Hi, WM Taylor. Everything's okay. I wouldn't say it's great. They tried to combine Mulan and The Last Airbender into one. I hadn't thought of it that way. It does kind of look that way, though. Am I going to watch The Stand? Is it a remake? I guess I'd heard they were remaking The Stand. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Probably not unless I hear a lot of really good things about it. Like I keep saying, I'm kind of sick of remakes. Will I make a postal vote? As in, will I vote through the mail? I don't know. I'm a little afraid to vote through the mail. I may, if I ever get my stupid ballot, I still haven't gotten it yet. I may have Lee actually take them down to one of those places and in person. I don't know if I trust the Postal Service right now. What kind of music do I listen to? Mostly classic rock. I don't really listen to that much music, but like whenever I'm in the car, I usually put on the local classic rock station. Do I have a favorite David Bowie song? Yours is Dance Magic. I'm trying to... I guess that would be mine too. I'd like to pick one outside of Labyrinth, but I think the Labyrinth ones might be my favorite. Oh, Oblivious showed up. Oh, we're up to the Echo 2 music. Thanks, Malice J. Hi, George. Do I have any plans for Halloween? I said this earlier, but probably everyone wasn't here then. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna stay home and watch horror movies and eat junk food. Do I have any suggestions on what movie to watch? I make it a point to always watch Halloween. And most years I also watch the original Dracula with Bela Lugosi. Other than that, it's just whatever I feel like. I think last year I watched The Fly and The Bad Seed. I don't know why I picked those in particular. I think they were just DVDs I had that I hadn't watched. Not that I hadn't seen the movies before, just I hadn't watched the DVDs in a while. Someone gave Tara melatonin mixed with NyQuil. Yeah, she is still crashed back there, isn't she? Bye, Hershey, even though you're probably gone by now. Hi, Jesus Max Rex. Damn it. See, I got towards the end of the chat and then it refreshed again. Oh, there it is. Hi, Nate. Tell your cat I said hi. Yeah, I'm notorious about, like, finding stuff on Netflix that looks good, and it's like, this looks good, but I don't feel like watching it right now, and then I save it, and then I never watch it. Yeah, I know. I'd like to get back to the Hellraiser videos. We'll see. I have not seen the trailer for Monster Hunter with Mila Jovovich. I've heard about it. I like Mila Jovovich, so I'm a little curious. I think I also like The Lion King better than Aladdin, because it's a hard choice, though, because The Lion King has more drama and Aladdin has more comedy, so... It's just like whichever I'm in the mood for, really. I'll probably cover it chapter 2 eventually. I just don't... I'm not real excited to get to it, because it was kind of disappointing. Yeah, I'm definitely going to vote if I ever get my stupid ballot, like I said. Who am I voting for? Not Trump. Anyone who votes for... No, I'm not gonna go there. Sent your ballot towards the end of September and it's been awaiting collection since October 3rd. Yeah, getting nervous about that. Yeah, I would be too. Yeah, when I first heard Monster Hunter, I thought of Monster Rancher too. I was like, wait. Live action remake? What? Have I played the new game No Straight Roads? I have not. I don't really play very many new games. Favorite Disney movie is Moana because it doesn't follow the stereotypical Disney princess trope. That's actually kind of funny that you would say that because it's very similar to Pocahontas, but it's better, according to a video that Lindsay Ellis put out anyway. You're not wrong though about it not following the usual Disney princess tropes. A package took 6 months to reach you. Good lord. Damn it. Oh yeah, I was talking about the remake of The Fly. Although I do think the original movie is actually pretty good. Might surprise you if you haven't seen it, but people make fun of the original movie, but it really wasn't bad. It's just, you know, from a different time. Dracula with Gary Oldman. I have not seen that one. Yeah, I forgot to specify which Halloween I was talking about, but yeah, of course I meant the original. I might mix things up a little bit this year and watch the most recent Halloween movie. I don't know if I'll watch it instead of the original. We probably aren't going to get a cat butt Saturday at this point. Yeah, it's looking that way. Tara's not the star of my stream this time. Yeah, Modern Love is a good Bowie song. For some reason I couldn't think of too many off the top of my head. Yeah, I definitely didn't care for The Fly too, but I haven't seen it in a really long time. In fact, what was kind of interesting is if you watch the original, like, Return of the Fly, the Fly 2 actually hits some of the same beats as that movie, so I thought that was kind of interesting. Where, like, it's the son of the guy from the first movie. Come to think of it, that might be the only thing it has in common. Oh no, there's other stuff too. Like where they were, there was a point in the Return of the Fly where he was experimenting with putting more than one animal in the thing and watching them merge. So they were using it as something other than a teleporter. The Beatles are fine. I don't really have a favorite Beatle. I don't think. I guess I should give The Fly 2 another chance. I haven't seen it in ages. I saw it once and when it was like first on cable and I didn't really care for it, but who knows. I liked the first Resident Evil movie with Mila Jovovich, but I'm not that big of a Resident Evil fan, so I don't really care that they don't follow the games. I don't know that watching the Godzilla movies on Halloween is weird. I used to watch Labyrinth on Halloween when I was a kid before I got into horror movies. Beauty and the Beast is pretty good. I watched that one recently. Ish. Hi, Matt. Thanks for stopping by. You probably left by now. Disney needs to stop with the live-action remakes, right? I've never played any Monster Hunter games. I only know of it because I think the anime used to be on. I don't even think I watched the anime. I just knew of it. Least favorite horror movie? Oh my god, I don't know how I would choose. Live action Monster Rancher. Yeah, Lindsay Ellis is good. I don't think I have seen the show Once Upon a Time. Yeah, I saw the Jurassic Park parody trailer of Animaniacs. That was fun. I'm not sure if I have very high hopes for the show, but the trailer was fun. Well, thanks, Abdullah. Glad you like the Silent Hill videos. And thanks, Lord of the Black Moon. I thought Return of the Fly was alright. It is kind of like... It is kind of cheesy. But I thought it was interesting, I guess. Excuse me. I wasn't able to find the third one, so I haven't seen that one. Yeah, the fly with the human head was really creepy when it was all screaming and stuff when it was caught in the web. Even though it's been parodied to death, it's actually pretty effective if you can, like, forget about all those parodies. Found my channel from the Sesame Street video. That's interesting. Is Tara still back there? Yeah, she's still asleep. Wow. She's just gonna sleep all the way through my stream. Halloween 2008, yeah. I liked it. I mean, it's funny because I didn't like any other Halloween sequels, but I did like that one. It was kind of weird, though. I'll give you that. And stupid chat just refreshed again. There it is. I didn't remember any David Bowie songs in Guardians of the Galaxy, but I guess I haven't seen the first movie in a little while. Which Mummy remake? The Tom Cruise one? I don't remember. I probably saw the post, but I don't remember. I've been trying to get caught up on chat for a while. Thought about watching the original Halloween this year, but I've seen it so many times. You're watching 2018 instead. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about maybe doing that. Because I do love Halloween and I like to watch it every year, but I don't know. Maybe I'll skip it one time. Ooh, Creepshow is good. Sorry, but this is a highly sophisticated duwacky. I don't think I've seen The Simpsons parody of The Fly. I'm not surprised they did it, though. Scary children movie. I have not seen Mrs. Brisby, Coraline, or Return to Oz. I want to see Return to Oz. I remember when that movie came out, the critics really shat all over it, so I figured it wasn't very good. And then a couple decades ago, people started making videos about it, and it actually looks interesting. Yeah, I wanted to see Coraline. I never got around to it. Will Disney start making animated versions of their live action movies? The original Incredible Journey where the animals don't talk. Yeah, I remember seeing that when I was a kid. I don't remember it too well, though. Sorry, I got heartburn. It's kind of a normal thing for me, unfortunately. Oh yeah, Interview with the Vampire is another good choice for Halloween. I don't see myself going back to making My Little Pony videos. That was just kind of burned myself out on the show, and the fandom started to really get on my nerves. Of course, the fandom is kind of disbanded at this point, so I don't know. Oh, The Thing is a good choice for Halloween, too. Tara is a cool name for a cat. Thank you. We had theme naming for our cats, for anyone who doesn't know. Our first cat was named Luna. And then we got a second cat named Soul, and then we got this third one, we named her Tara. Curse of the Fly? I guess that was the third original Fly movie. I was thinking it was called Revenge of the Fly. No actual fly hybrids, bad makeup, and an ending that would have been tragic had the characters been stronger. Oh. That's too bad. How do I feel that Marvel is making a horror movie about superheroes? Which one? I've heard that the second Doctor Strange movie is supposed to be a horror movie. I'm gonna stop bothering to say bye to people when they leave, because like by the time I'm seeing their comment, it's been like 10 minutes probably. Catnap instead of cat butt stream. Yeah, I believe that Marvel fatigue is a thing. I never really got too tired of them, honestly. What's with Halloween Season of the Witch? Not sure what you mean. Yeah, now recently I've heard a lot of good things about Return to Oz. I wish I had seen it originally. Like I said, I think the critics hated it at the time it came out. I have not played any of the Kingdom Hearts games, but I've kind of watched Lee play them a little bit. I've not seen Paranorman. Thanks, Professor Failure. I've not been watching the commentaries on Red Dwarf episodes just because I'm too lazy to, I'm guessing the way they work, I did subscribe to the channel, I intended to watch it, but I guess the way it works is that you have to have the video playing as you watch their reactions to it. So I've just been kind of too lazy to do it. If that makes any sense. Okay, well, I didn't see the Mummy remake, so I don't really have anything to add. I don't really... I can't say whether or not that aspect you're talking about is good or bad. I have not seen Pan's Labyrinth. It's one of those movies I keep meaning to watch and never seem to get around to it. Based on what I've heard, Return to Oz probably would be a good choice for Halloween. Hasbro sucks when it comes to content ID, yeah. That too, that's another reason why I'm not too excited about My Little Pony, making My Little Pony videos anymore. Oh, they're making a Morbius movie. That's interesting. Oh yeah, Neverending Story is a good example. There were a lot of movies in the 80s that were technically kids movies, but they were very intense. Oh, thanks, Ashtray. That's weird that it didn't come up. Unless you're the one that sent the bits. Oh, you know what? I don't think I have the proper link in my description for donating where the little dancing cat shows up. Come for me, Gamork. I am Atreyu. I love that bit. Atreyu was a little badass. Oh, my opinion on Halloween 3. I generally like it. It's kind of boring in some parts, but I love how crazy it gets. That's the only Halloween sequel I like, even though it really isn't a sequel. It has a 3 in the title, but it really isn't like a proper sequel, you know? So when I say I hate the Halloween sequels, I'm generally not referring to Halloween 3. Should be under the name Brad. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Monster Hunter movie trailer is bad. I've heard that. Oh god, I'm actually caught up with the chat, or almost. I've still got to get to the bottom here, but I'm done scrolling. If you know the episodes well, they're fairly easy to follow. Yeah, I guess that's probably true. I should really give them a shot. Pan's Labyrinth was great, but hard to watch. Yeah, I've heard that. Peter Pan meets Schindler's List. That sounds about right, going by what I've heard about it. Trying to find a place to watch monsters. You can actually, they're actually, as far as I know, I think just about all the episodes are on YouTube. Yeah, Secret of Nim was pretty intense. I have never done a giveaway. I never have anything to give. The actor who played Atreyu now works as a tattoo artist in Los Angeles. I think I've heard that. Cat pictures are now a religion. Secret of NIMH was rated G, yeah. Anything animated used to be automatically rated G. It seems. Through PayPal, okay. Oh, I see it. Yeah. I just got the email for it. Thank you. Congrats on getting caught up. Dab. I remember being a kid when Transformers the movie came out and I read that it was rated PG. I was like, ooh. What's gonna happen in this movie? Because I'd never heard of an animated movie being rated PG before. Turned out a lot happened in it. That was pretty fucked up. Not enough to garner an R rating, obviously, because they're robots, but if they weren't robots, it probably would have been R rated. Beetlejuice was rated PG and it has the word fuck twice. Really? I know it has it once. I don't know if I seem to recall that you can have one F-bomb in a PG-13 rated movie. I don't think PG allows it. You know what? I never did watch The Walking Dead. At this point, I kind of don't care anymore. Honestly, I'm not too into zombies. They kind of got tired of them. They were such a big thing for a while. They killed off half the original characters. I guess that's not surprising. Damn it, I have to go to the bathroom again. I'm gonna get behind on the chat again. Be right back. May as well get myself some more water while I'm up. Okay, I may end this stream fairly soon. It's getting close to 5, and I think I started at 3:15, so like 5:15 would be 2 hours. Wow. Thanks for announcing that I'm peeing. Or that I was, rather. Where was I? Now I'm behind on the chat again. Damn it. I don't know when I'll be doing my videos on the last 2 Hellraiser movies. It's kind of hard for me to make videos right now. I think the Fish City track is coming up soon, and by the time I got back here, it was playing. Movie on Netflix called The Void. It had a big eldritch monster theme, like straight up out of Resident Evil or Silent Hill. That's cool. Maybe I'll check it out if I get around to it. RoboCop is quite an intense kids movie. I mean, it had an animated series and action figures and shit, so it may as well have been. A lot of kids watched it too. Australia has a habit of re-rating movies to a stronger, even weaker rating years after the fact. I think we do that here too. Oh, the one F for PG-13 happened after Columbine. That's interesting. I didn't know exactly when that happened. I just remembered hearing it at some point. Do I think they'll ever make another Silent Hill game? I have no idea. I kind of doubt it. Konami basically doesn't make video games anymore. Well, shit, now I'm out of music. I guess I'll just start it over. Silent Hill Downpour is the best Silent Hill game. I don't quite disagree, but I do think it's pretty good, at least. I don't quite agree, rather. Tara continues to spurn us. Yeah, I've been forgetting she's back there, honestly. She's been so still. I haven't seen the Twilight Zone reboots too much. I remember one that was in the 80s, and I think I watched that for a bit, but whenever it comes to the Twilight Zone, I usually just watch the original. Really? He says, "Fuck you, say it"? I don't remember that line in Beetlejuice. Maybe it's hard to make out or something? The X-Men movie showing young Professor X and Magneto used this one F-bomb hilariously well. That it did. That was amazing. Deadpool PG crossover was trying to save his one F-bomb. Yeah, I'm not as dumb as John is, thank God. Now I'm behind on the chat again, it refreshed. Where the fuck am I on this? Okay. Weird Al's Dare to Be Stupid was in the Transformers the movie. I know. That was great. It was so unexpected because that song existed before the movie, so I remember being really surprised to hear it in there when I first saw it as a kid. Ghostbusters is a good scary kids film. I guess Ghostbusters is reasonably kid-friendly. And also scary. A little bit. Excuse me. Yeah, a lot of rated R movies got kid shows in the 80s. It was really random. Yeah, I wouldn't quite call Beetlejuice a kids movie. Damn it, it refreshed again. I hate it when it does that. Yeah, we might get a Silent Hill spiritual successor at some point. I don't expect any official ones though. Yeah, Michael Keaton was great in Beetlejuice. Lee got DVDs of the Beetlejuice cartoon recently and was watching it. It's very corny, but like intentionally so. I can't decide if I like it or not. I remember I liked it when it was originally on. I actually own both Rule of Rose and Haunting Ground, and I don't like either. Yeah, I wish more Silent Hill games were kind of standalone-ish, like Silent Hill 2 was. So Rule of Rose is better to watch than to play. I can buy that. Deadpool 2 had a hilarious X-Men camo inside the X-Mansion. It did. I watched that recently. It was on a cable channel where they did some weird bit of censoring because I guess maybe there must have been a limit to how many F-bombs they could have, because anytime a character other than Deadpool said an F-bomb, they censored it, but they left in all of Deadpool's F-bombs. It was weird. Well, I was caught up on the chat. I'm behind again. Thanks for stopping by, Buddha. You're probably gone by now, though. Hi, Marley Burrow. Speaking of cats. Yep, still asleep. Weird Al song about the presidential debate. I did not. Glad you like the Red Dwarf videos. Spielberg's Amazing Stories. Yeah, I love that show, actually. I rewatched it a few years ago. I think it's... Is it on Netflix or do I have the DVDs? I think it was on Netflix. Or somewhere. Yeah, we had this conversation in the Discord server, but yeah, Origins is definitely my least favorite Silent Hill game. I never saw that Ghostbusters remake. Going by the trailers, it just didn't look good to me. I would not call that Ghostbusters 3 since it didn't take place in the same universe or anything. Loved the concept, but hated the gameplay with Silent Hill Shattered Memories. That's fair. I didn't like the Otherworld stages in that game, but I liked the rest of it though. But yeah, those were a pain. Oh god, Mr. T and the T-Force. Deadpool 2 had a scene where Juggernaut said he was gonna melt Colossus and turn him into a cock ring. Yup. Probably shouldn't have this mic too close to my face. Medium game is gonna be composed by Akira Yamaoka. Cool. Have I ever seen a panda eating bamboo? Yes, I have. There used to be pandas at the Memphis Zoo. I mean, there probably are still, but I haven't been there in a long time. I got to see a panda who was just like under a mountain of bamboo and he was eating his way out. So cute. Don't knock the endless supplies of TV to doink monsters with TVs. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream as soon as I get caught up with the chat, but who knows when the hell that'll be. Naming Barrett in Final Fantasy VII T. So people call him Mr. T. That's funny. The chorus of holy shit balls. That version of, you kind of want to see that version, you mean Deadpool 2 that I saw on TV? It was weird. Because I kept trying to figure out, because I heard Deadpool say an F-bomb, and I'm like, oh cool, this is uncensored. And then other characters talk, and their F-bombs are censored. So I'm like, what? And then at the end, like, he gets Colossus to say fudge. Which, should have at least left that one in. Oh yeah, I fucking love Deadpool. I'm real big on the MCU movies too. I just don't really have a reason to mention them in my videos much. I'm a Thor and Loki fangirl. Damn it, I got lost again. Where was I? Deadpool used up all the F-bomb budget. That'd be exactly meta enough to potentially make it better. I can see that. Yeah, each channel has its own standards and everything. They still need to... They still have, like, sponsors and stuff like that. Damn it, chat reloaded again. Fuck. Where am I? Oh, I do the best Red Dwarf breakdowns on YouTube? Thank you. Diamanda Hagen's videos on Red Dwarf are really good, too. Yes, I saw Cat's Eye. That might have been my gateway to horror movies, actually. I was watching it because there was a cat in it. Okay, I'm caught up on the chat as far as, like, I'm done scrolling. Oh yeah, Once Upon a Deadpool, I remember that. I mean, I remember seeing it advertised, I never saw it. Which is better, carrot cake or red velvet cake? I want to say carrot cake because it has all the fall spices in it. That's funny you should say that because I just recently made a carrot cake. They both have cream cheese frosting, I believe. No, I don't dislike Mr. T for fighting Roddy Piper. Panda version of Donkey Kong Country? Bye, Timmer. The never-ending chat, yeah. Deadpool is legitimately one of my top 5 movies. I can believe that. Deadpool turned out really good, and the sequel is really good, too. God, the sequel might have even been better. Music video for the Neverending Story? I probably have. I don't remember it, though. I only saw the first 2 Iron Man movies, and I really liked the original. The first one, I mean. Tara's gonna wake up when the moon is up. Okay. I never watched Doctor Who, to be honest. Carrot cake is not a vegetable, sir. Keeping Dean a prisoner forever. Okay, I'm officially... Shit, now there's another one. And somebody just joined. Yeah, I generally like The Promised Land. It was a little bit hit or miss for me, but I generally liked it. Second Iron Man movie was not that good. Yeah. I remember liking it at the time I saw it, but in retrospect, yeah, it probably wasn't that good. Okay. It's just about 5:15 and my throat is shredded, so... I'm gonna end the stream. Cake should be a vegetable, I know, right? So I'm going to end the stream. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. It was fun. Like I said, my throat's shredded, so I guess I regret it in that sense, but other than that, it was fun. Hopefully I can set up something so that I can, Xena Warrior Princess is too tall, what? Yam got up time to leave. Kind of something like that. Damn it, I think I was saying something and I lost my train of thought. Oh well. Yeah, you guys have a good weekend too. Oh, I was talking about hopefully next time I'll be able to play a game or something. I'll think of something to do other than just chat. Thanks, Doskame. Cool, I'm glad you guys had fun too. So, that's it for now. See you next time.